Hi, my name is Alyssa from Wonder Yoga. This is a two-part video series where we're going to talk about the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system and how we can restore balance to our autonomic nervous system. So the first part, this video, is just talking about the difference between the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. And then the second part will be some yoga movements and poses that we can do to restore balance in the nervous system. So let's talk first about the sympathetic nervous system. You might know it as a fight or flight response. And basically it's your body's response to a perceived threat or risk. So if you were to take a scenario where it's the middle of the night and you're sleeping soundly, drooling into your pillow, all of a sudden the smoke alarm goes off, your heart starts thumping in your chest, and you take action. This is potentially a life-threatening situation, and your primary concern is for your own safety and for that of any loved ones who might also be in danger. Your sympathetic nervous system is responding to a perceived risk, enabling your body to take action. So in this moment of immediate danger, there's no time for your body to digest the quiche you had for dinner. There's no time for a toilet stop. Your body is in a reactive state. So all those other bodily functions that are necessary but not essential right in this moment, we'll just have to wait until later when you are out of harm's way. Now, if you were to imagine a second scenario, where it's the middle of the afternoon and you're working on a presentation that's due tomorrow. Then all of a sudden you get a call from your boss saying that the client is on their way in an hour and you have to have this presentation ready for a proposal. So your heart starts thumping in your chest. You take action, preparing all the critical data you need and speeding up your performance. This is potentially a deal breaker. Your primary concern in this moment is the completion of this presentation, so the proposal will be won and your job is secure. Your sympathetic nervous system is responding to a perceived risk by enabling your body to take action. So in this moment, there's no time to produce reproductive cells, there's no time to fight off an infection. All those other bodily functions that are necessary for the business of life can wait until the presentation is complete. So these are two examples of when your sympathetic nervous system is working effectively. Your body's non-immediate life functions are put on hold so that your body is able to respond appropriately to an immediate threat. In scenario 1, blood rushes to your leg so that you can run out of the house. And in scenario 2, your cognitive and motor functions are boosted so that you can perform the necessary tasks at hand. The sympathetic nervous system is also referred to as a state of fight or flight, or even fight, flight, freeze, or fight, flight, freeze, and appease. And it describes your body's response to a stressful or dangerous situation. So if you were confronted by an angry lion, what would you do? You might fight, punch it in the nose, probably not the preferred option. Flight, run as fast as you can, or freeze, which also has benefits because you can, in that moment where you freeze, your body is able to take in the information and consider what is the best option right in that moment. And also appease is sort of a lesser considered option where you might try to calm the angry lion until it purrs like a kitten. All of those are examples of the sympathetic nervous system in action. So how does your brain differentiate between a life-threatening situation and a life-annoying stress? The problem is that really it doesn't. Although fight or flight mode can potentially save your life by protecting you from a dangerous situation, being in a prolonged state of fight or flight can also be potentially life-threatening. Being stuck in this reactive mode has symptoms such as high blood pressure, a rapid heartbeat, upset stomach, muscular aches, insomnia, low libido or performance, lack of focus, irritability, and more. And you might recognize those as symptoms of stress. So when the parasympathetic nervous system, which is not the opposite to the sympathetic nervous system, they sort of balance each other out, both parts of the autonomic nervous system. So when the parasympathetic nervous system is dominant, your body is able to perform the less urgent tasks to keep your body alive. This includes digestion, salivation, defecation, reproduction, and so on. It lowers your heart rate and blood pressure, widens your blood vessels, warms your skin, and sends more blood to your stomach and intestines to aid digestion. Your body is then able to conserve energy for when it needs it the most. This state is often referred to as rest and digest, or feed and breed. It sounds pretty mellow. However, if your body continued to be dominated by the parasympathetic nervous system, then your heart rate and blood pressure would lower and lower and continue to drop until basically you are dead. So the goal is to achieve homeostasis, where your body is in balance with just enough stimulation from the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, and just enough relaxation and chill from the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest state. So once the pressure is off and you're out of harm's way, out of the burning house, or once the deal is done, the autonomic nervous system will ideally try to reach an equilibrium. So in part 2 of this video series, we're going to look at some techniques, through some yoga poses and movements for bringing a stressed out system into a parasympathetic state, or to balance out your autonomic nervous system. So stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Namaste.